reproductive rights law. So Jessica, thank you so much for joining us here. This news breaking just moments ago. In your profession as a woman, what is your initial reaction to this ruling? Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. Anyone who has been following the court for the past 25 years saw this coming. And there have been reproductive rights scholars predicting the demise of Roe for decades, and it has now come to pass. I'm not the least bit surprised. I am horrified and devastated, but I am not surprised.
Now, Jessica, we can see protests erupting outside of the Supreme Court right now. Emotions are very high. And, when it comes to this ruling.
Now, I paused it right here so you could clearly see the sadness, the anger and outrage that people are experiencing over this shit. It's wickedness at an all-time high in this world, the love of many waxing cold. To think that it was ever okay to murder a life inside the womb just goes to show you how far gone this world truly is.
You go over a lot of the questions that people have right now. First off, what states are going to see changes? I know according to the Center for Reproductive Rights, when the Supreme Court chooses to overturn or limit Roe v. Wade, which they just did, abortion rights would only be protected in less than half of the states. So can you really elaborate that for our viewers right now? What comes next?
Sure. So what we're about to see is approximately 26 states are going to ban abortion almost immediately or in the near future. Each state, now that this question has been returned to the states, has different laws in place. So some states, the overturning of Roe immediately goes into effect in the state, and the state can ban abortion immediately. In other states, there has to be action by, for example, the Attorney General in the state. Other states have mechanisms where there's like a 30-day wait where the legislature has to take action. But suffice to say, in almost 26 states, abortion will be banned almost immediately.
Ka halal la Yahawah ba Hashem YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, our elders, and our teachers, men of great millstone. To you I say shalom. It's your brother, I'm Ryan. I'm back with another one. And today we have a little bit of a controversy because the decision for the courts to overturn Roe versus Wade occurred today. They overturned it. Now, for edification, a little bit of backstory. Roe versus Wade, as you can see here on the screen, was a landmark decision of the U.S. Supreme Court, in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States generally protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion. As you've heard their slogan, my body, my choice, right? And today that law was overturned. Now, some may speculate as to why it was overturned and sent back to the states. But we here in The Truth understand exactly why this was overturned. And it's very simple. It's not your body, not your choice, okay? Now, continue reading. It says, the decision which struck down many U.S. federal and state abortion laws fueled an ongoing debate in the United States about whether or to what extent abortion should be legal, who should decide the legality of abortion, and what role of moral and religious views in the political sphere should be. It also shaped debate concerning which methods the Supreme Court should use in constitutional adjudications. Salakia. Now, as we always do, let's filter through the scriptures. And this is the real reason why it was overturned. Through the will of Yahweh, whom you ignorantly call God, YAHAWASHI, whom you ignorantly call Jesus. Now I'm going to turn up the air conditioner in here. It might provide a little bit of noise. Salakia for that, but it is very hot in this Texas sun right now. So I need a little bit more cooling. Now, the real reason why this case has been overturned is found in Revelations chapter 13, okay, and verse 16. And what it says is, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And in case you missed it, let's read it again. The very first part is very crucial in understanding why they overturned Roe versus Wade. It says, and he, meaning the devil, the so-called white man, the biblical Edomite, Esau, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is about the MOTB. In future rulings, you can't have people hollering, my body, my choice. So they had to go ahead and do away with that. And eventually they'll be doing away with all your constitutional rights. Because in this point in history, in this point in time, in this point in the era that we are living in, you can't have people stating my body, my choice if you plan to implement something that is going to be draconian in measure, all inclusive. So if all have to get the mark of the beast, both free and bond, rich or poor, small or great, if everyone has to get the mark of the beast, then you can't have any laws in place that protects one's right to choose. When it says he causeth all, it means it's forcefully put upon you, that you are not going to be given any other choice but that which he, meaning the devil, wants you to do. And that is to receive a mark in your hand, the CHIP, that all-inclusive membership to damnation. And this is very important, people, because we're coming down to the wire where they're going to implement their draconian laws and forcefully implant their mark inside of people. Now, if you're of the nations, it really doesn't matter what you decide to do. If you're not of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, you speckled birds, those whose forefathers go back to being Israelites, if you are not in this section of the 12 tribes, then you can do as you please. If you're a heathen, you can take the mark because your judgment is already written in stone either way. But if you are of the nation of Israel, you are forbidden by YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, to not receive this mark. And why is that? Skip up to Revelations chapter 14. Verse 8 is where I begin. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And if you're not knowing, Babylon is America. When it made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, everything from so-called democracy, republic, whatever they've been pushing, to the ABC agendas, to theft and living by bloodshed, it has pushed these ideologies, these principles throughout the world, and many have taken on its image. Verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, as spoken of in Revelations 13 and verse 16, it says, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is YAHAWASHI. There will be thermonuclear fire raining upon those who have taken the mark. without mercy, without forgiveness. And of course, eventually you 12 tribes, you will be forgiven. But you will have to be taken out of this world and brought back through the seeds of other righteous Israelites who stood fast in these last days, who received immortality and now has to procreate to get the world's numbers back up. Huh? Salakia, to get the nation of Israel's numbers back up. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, and the faith of YAHAWASHI. We are in some very different times. More is to come. Prepare yourself, brace yourself, because we still have to prepare for the mark of the beast to be implemented as all law, meaning you have no choice. We still have to wait on World War III, Jacob's trouble, the devil coming down upon the people of Israel with great wrath, because he know he have but a short time. All of these things are going to begin to play out here very soon. Stay prayed up. Repent if you haven't. And for goodness sakes, brace for impact. Shalom, Israel.